One way to look at subdividing and subdivision when we have actual measures is to think about breaking the notes down and the subdivisions down into the smallest part of the measure. So in this case, our smallest note value is a 16th. So I'm going to think in terms of note values, how many 16ths does it take to fit in our other notes? Right, so in 4/4 time, again, a whole note is going to be 4 beats, half note is 2, quarter note is 1, eighth is 1/2, 16th is 1/4 of a beat. But we know that there are 16 16th notes equal 1 whole note. There are 8 16th notes to take up the value of a half note. 4 16ths take up the value of a quarter, and 2 16ths to take up the value of an eighth. Because each note division, higher and lower, the values get cut or multiplied by 2, right? So 2 16ths and an eighth, 4 16ths and a quarter, 8 16ths and a half, and 16 16ths of a whole. That's why they're called 16th notes, because there's 16 of them in a whole note. So I'm going to count this whole measure by 16th notes. So remember, when we have 4/4 time, our 16th notes are going to be 1 and a, 2 e and a, 3 e and a, 4 e and a. Those are all the 16th note subdivisions in this measure. So I'm going to say, okay, now this is a quarter note. A quarter note is worth 4 16th notes. So I'm going to put 4 16th notes there. Okay, so I've taken care of these. This is going to be 4 16th notes, so I'm just going to take my next 4, 2 e and a. Takes care of those. These are eighth notes. An eighth note needs 2 16th notes. So I'm going to take my next 2 subdivisions, 3e, and then and a. And then these are 16th notes, so they each get a subdivision. Further, I'm either going to make a parentheses or underline to say that these 4 subdivisions all go with this note. To say that these 4 subdivisions go with this note. These 4 subdivisions go with this note, 2 with here, and each of these get 1. So what I did was I said, these are all the 16th note subdivisions in our 4/4 measure, 1 e and a, 2 e and a, 3 e and a, 4 e and a. And I know that a quarter note takes up 4 of them, so this is 1 e and a, 2 e and a, 3 e and a, 4 e and a. And that's how I subdivided that measure.